Good morning, children. Welcome to our class. Today we will be starting chapter 5, that is spreadsheet and introduction. So the topic of discussion today is starting Excel 2016. We will discuss about the components of Excel windows and we will just now how to enter data in a spreadsheet. So you must be knowing about the Windows Office packages. You are familiar with Windows MS Word processing software. So MS Word is used for data processing where we can create the documents, and this Excel, this spreadsheet help us to do the calculations. Now let us discuss the spreadsheet exactly. Now here Excel 2016 is a popular spreadsheet software. It is widely used to perform mathematical calculations, and it has an inbuilt features and tools like formulas, functions, and data analysis, which makes working with a large amount of data very easily. So if we have to keep the record or if we have to do the calculations for the small amount of data, it would be very easy for us to do manually. But here, if the volume of data which needs to be calculated is large, so we need a software. We need to take the help of the software, and this spreadsheet software is provided by the Microsoft Corporation, is Microsoft Excel. Apart from the calculations, it helps us to perform many other tasks, like we can arrange the data in a useful way, we can type data in an efficient manner. So typing, we can keep the data in a proper format, in a rows and column format. We can compare the two different worksheets. So worksheet is like a page, okay, and in the exercise book. So whole exercise book we call it workbook, and the pages we call it worksheet. So the individual sheet of the workbook is called worksheet. So worksheet can be compared. If you have two worksheets, we can do the comparison also. We can also perform the calculations and auto recalculations. Now if you have already calculated some amount, suppose you have found out the product of the two numbers. Now suppose if you have to change one number, then the product will change automatically. So automatic calculations can be done through this spreadsheet. So we can format the table, auto format the table, and it has a feature, charts. Lot of charts are there. We can present the data in a graphical, in a pictorial form, and also we can do the sort data for analysis. So these are the introduction of the spreadsheet. Now how to start the spreadsheet? So like other Windows Office applications, similarly we have to go to the start, we have to go to the MS Office panel and we can start. So here are the steps. I'll just read out the steps, excuse me. Click the start button on the left panel, scroll down and search for Excel 2016. So you can type Excel 2016 and it will open. So the Windows will be there. So for Excel 2016 is little different than the Excel 2007. Okay, so look at the windows over there. Now let us discuss the features of the spreadsheet. So when we talk about the spreadsheet, now what is spreadsheet? What does it? How does the page looks like in the spreadsheet? How can we put the formulas and how can we put the data in the spreadsheet? So the features are there. So let us go through the features. So number one, it allows the user to enter the arithmetic data and then calculate the data. So it helps you to enter the data. Data means it might be a number, it might be an alphabet, it might be a number and alphabet combinations, and it might be a date and so on. So it helps you to enter the data in the computer. It increases the productivity for anyone who needs to manage the receipt, create budgets or generate the financial report. So if you have to manage the receipt and payment, or how much amount of money I have received and how much I have done the payment, if you have to manage that and if you have to do the budgeting and all, budgeting means to calculate beforehand how much income and how much expenditure you will be doing. So planning before it, and also financial. It will increase the it provides efficiency. It will be very easy. It provides inbuilt shortcuts for various mathematical formulas to easily perform calculations on data presented in the table and provide the result in a table form. So when we do the calculations, we write the data in a form of rows and columns. So there we need to write the various data, and the calculations is done in the form of table. So it will be very easy to do the calculation as the data are kept neatly in the form of table. It easily creates the different charts and graphical representation of the data. So you can create the charts, different types of chart. The data is there. If you want to see the result, you must have seen in the digital assessment that result and chart are coming, how much marks you have scored, how much was the pass that you have seen the chart before. So likewise, you can make the chart with the help of this Excel. We can compare the data with the two workbook or a worksheet, so comparison can also be done, and we can do the sorting of large amount of data. So what do you mean by sorting? Sorting means if it is a number, it is arranging the number either in the ascending or descending order, and if it is an alphabet, it is arranging in the alphabetical order. That means, so you must have seen in your school register, your names are arranged in the alphabetical form. That is, if the name coming from A, then second list, if B will come, then C will come. Sometimes it is arranged in your surname wise, sometimes it is arranged in the name wise. So that type of sorting can be done. It arranges the data in a useful way. So another feature is that the arrangement of the data can be done in the useful way. Now let us come to the components of the tables. So here I'll just discuss about the components. I just want you to refer figure 3, page number 47. Figure 3, page number 47 to see the figure 3, page 47 to see the picture. This one. Okay. So I'll just discuss. So it consists of components of Excel, consists of first one, title bar. Title bar. Second, quick access toolbar. Third one, tabs. Fourth one, ribbons. Ribbon. Name box. Formula bar. Worksheet and status bar. So these are the components of the Excel window. So when you open the Excel, when you start the Excel, you can see these things blank window. In the blank window, you can see these parts. So at the top, it is, you can see the title of that particular page, that is the title bar. Now, let us discuss about the components. Now, what is title bar? Title bar is the horizontal bar at the top of the windows. Title bar is the horizontal at the top. The name of the file will be shown. Displays the name of the current worksheet. Book 1 is the default name of the new worksheet. So, if it's written book 1 at the top, that is the title. What is quick access toolbar? So quick access toolbar is positioned on the left hand side of the title bar. So title bar is there in the middle. On the left hand side you have a quick access toolbar. Enables to quickly access the command to perform an action. Provide icons for commonly used commands. So sometimes commonly used icons are saving one, previewing one, printing one, isn't it? Redo, or that one we do it frequently. So that can be kept over there. The third component is the ribbon, located below the title bar. So title of that will be there just below that, the ribbon. So before we used to call it menu bar. Now with this Office 10 on upward, we just call it ribbon. Ribbon sort of thing will be there. Full block will be there. So that is located below the title bar. Contains different tabs. So tabs like file name tabs, home tab, rename tab, tool tab. So different tabs are there. Page layout, formulas, data, review. So different tabs are there. That is the ribbon. The next one is the formula bar, located below the ribbons and displays information about the active cell. So formula bar displays the informations of the active cell. So as you know that the Excel consists of rows and columns. So suppose this is the windows, it consists of so this one is named like this. This one is now this, suppose this is the formula bar. Now what if you click here to write 10, then in the formula bar it will be written B2. That means B column second row, that is the address. So whatever data you enter in the cell, that will be shown in the formula bar. Okay. So whatever active cells, if you click on that cell, if you activate this cell, the address will be shown as in the formula bar. That will be, you are writing something in A4. So it will be shown in that way. It displays the information about the selected cells. Workbook is similar to the square line notebook, contains 3 worksheets by default. So by default, when you just open the windows, you can see 3 worksheets in a workbook. So as I have already told you, workbook is like an exercise book and worksheet is the pages. So the collection of worksheets makes a workbook. Worksheets similar to the single square line page contains rows and columns where data can be entered. So data can be entered in the square. It's written like square line notebook. So here it's like a square line notebook. So we can enter the data over there. Status bar located at the bottom of the windows displays status information about the active selected worksheet. So status bar at the bottom, it displays the active worksheet. Now how to enter the data in this cell? So this is just a theoretical class. I am demonstrating it in my next class. The data in a cell would be the text or numbers or formulas. Let's enter data in a spreadsheet based on the marks of the numbers. So if you have to enter a data, you have to select the cell with the help of the pointer. Then you have the cursor, click on the cell, then you can write. So click on the cell to enter the data. Type the subject in the cell, and the text whatever you enter will be shown in the formula bar. Select the cell next to it, B1, type the marks in it, select cell. So look at the figure, just see figure, just consult figure 6, page number 49. For handling the data, so select the cell C1, type out of the data, and in the cell A2, A3 type the name of the subject. So this needs to be done practically. So this is how we can enter the data. So that we will be demonstrating you in my next class. I am demonstrating you on entering the data in my next class. Now let us discuss the types of data. So there are three types of data. In Excel 2016, the worksheet consists of grid format of columns and rows that form cells. You can enter the three types of data in the cells. The three types of data are labels. Three types of data are labels, values and formulas. These are the three types of data. So there are three types of data which we can enter in the spreadsheet, that is labels, values and formulas. So what is the labels? Labels are the descriptive pieces of information. It can be used as names, age, month and other identifying statistics, and contains the alphabetic characters. So if you have to describe the text such as name, age, month, so to identify, to write the data along with that, so these are called labels. Values are generally numbers or dates. So when you enter new numbers or dates, they are termed as values. Formulas is the combinations of the relation between the two cells. Formulas are inbuilt instruction in Excel, and these are available to perform the various mathematical calculations such as addition, subtraction, trigonometric and many more in the more convenient and accurate manner. So these formulas, there are two inbuilt formulas are also there, already said, that are called functions, and we can also create the formula to add to additions, all the mathematical operations that can also be done. So we will be learning about it. So basically you should know that there are three types of data, that is labels, values and formulas. So labels are, suppose if I write names means these are labels, date is a label. Now values, name, if I write name, Akash, we are putting the value in that name, date. Today is 3rd 9th 2020. Formulas, if I put the relationship between the two cells, then that is the formula. Okay, so we have come to the end of the chapter for today. So I will be discussing the other subtopic, that is performing calculations and using arithmetic auto sum features in my next class. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
18 मिनट
Stop going off, yeah.
स्टॉप कर